bring the October 12th, 2016 public meeting of the Fayette County Area Planning Commission to order. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Beth, would you take attendance, please?
Brian Jennings,
Here.
Leota King,
Here.
Mark Flum, Chad Frank, Warren Sudoff, Carl Hilton, Ed Harrell,
Here.
Jason Waterman, Dick O'Neill,
Here.
Bill McDaniel,
Present.
John Baker, and myself.
Okay, I suspect that because I know Chad's been taking part with some active involvement with that Community Visions, they had that meeting today. So I suspect that may have something to do with Chad.
That was over with at 3:30.
Yeah, I know it's over with at 3:30, but since I know he's a little more involved with the overall group or something, so I don't know if perhaps a meeting afterwards.
Well, we had a meeting at 4 o'clock and he was not there, so I assume he left at 3:30.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. So, but I will say that if, can't really discuss anything with the, like the signed regulations, but if anybody does have something with them, their comments or anything else, please get them to me, and I can really use everything with it.
As we do not have quorum, procedures to wait 15 minutes for adjournment.
Bill, what did you say about the sign regulations?
Oh, as you have the opportunity to review them, you should have a second draft.
That's it.
Okay. If you have comments or anything ready to go, if you can hand them to me. And so if you wish to have the opportunity to go over these things in the meantime, or we can talk this week or something, whatever, we can go ahead and then go over these.
Well, I just made some notations on there.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
for
So as you go through everything is, as I said in the past, is, yeah, little things like this, missing my semicolons, or modifiers, anything like that, anything that's missing, anything that's redundant,
Somewhere in
anything
there,
that
I
isn't
marked it,
clear.
Bill, that there's some reference to a SIN ordinance. SIN ordinance.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere toward the back.
No, you really want to
Not
avoid
a sin
doing,
ordinance.
yeah, you really want to avoid those sin ordinances. I mean, they can get you in a lot of legal trouble if you're not really careful the way you have them set up. Yeah. Yes. The extra spec. Okay, all right. Building, okay. Clear up that language. Okay. Well, so far it doesn't look like anything too boneheaded.
No, it's just little things I noticed as I was reading through.
Yeah, but like I said, any questions about what's proposed in there so far as setback standards, size standards, anything like that?
Really no questions, but how much of that maybe is taken from maybe the way somebody else does it, or?
Well, I did use other ordinances.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with some of these, particularly the maximum size for some of the, maximum size for signs, freestanding signs, things like that.
Mhm.
So. Okay.
What's what's going on with this wind energy thing?
Right now is, I guess it's still in court. Haven't heard anything more, so I really don't know where the process is. So I really don't know what's going on with it. So I spoke with the planner from Rush County. I guess they're dealing with the, over in Rush County, with the, the sign company, and Exter is looking to, move forward with their part of the project in Rush County. So when that's scheduled, anything along those lines, I don't really know. So I would kind of like it to get over with. Oh, you get rid of that anyway. Get rid of master and common sign plans. So. Yeah, and then one of the other things I'll have to look at is there's probably going to be some other references in some things like special exceptions and other locations. Well, when it takes final form, and see what else I need to amend in other sections of the ordinance.
I know you made reference in your comments in there a few times. The problem right now really is in enforcement.
Yes, it is.
That's the problem.
It really is. It's difficult.
I mean,
And
how good the ordinance is, what good is it if it's not?
that's one of the problems is, yeah.
Ability to enforce it.
Yeah,
Because of personnel and.
Yeah, so that gets into, well, there's, other places that are basically limited to the, complaint based. It's, from things I've come across, and I spoke with people in other communities, is that it doesn't become really a problem if up to a certain point of being selective, if you're relying on that. And then then it can become potentially contentious if, whether it's signs or anything else, you're dealing on a, okay, if you then are only with certain people enforcing something, then then you get into the equal protection clause, because you're picking out certain people. That's when it becomes a problem. So, yeah. Okay. 8 more minutes. What's that?
I'm sure you can kill that time, Doc.
Do you really want me to? But, yeah, okay.
We haven't done yet.
Need the ability to divide.
Huh?
One of us can become two people, then we.
Yeah, go ahead and do recess until 15 after. Do a 7-minute recess until 12:15. Thank you for that suggestion.
That's a good suggestion. We will take a 7-minute recess until 7:15.
Personal stupid
Okay.
stuff. Treat somebody different. Yeah.
A lack of a quorum this evening, our meeting is adjourned.
Call the October meeting of the Board of Zoning Appeals to order. Start with the Pledge of Allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great, thank you. Roll call.
Carrie Steele,
Here.
Kenny Burgess,
Here.
Bill Crawford,
Here.
Ed Harold,
Here.
Jason Waterman, Bill McDaniel,
Present.
John Baker, and myself.
Okay. Approval of minutes from September 12th, 2016.
I make the motion, we approve them as presented.
Second.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carried. All right, so now the minutes from September 14th, 2015. So they didn't get done, okay. I didn't see them in my packet, but since I didn't have them. All right, so we'll postpone those.
Yes, Bev, if you want to, is I'll take care of one of them, you take care of the other, and then we can do that. So over the next couple of weeks.
Oh, on the minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can finish those.
Okay. All right, next thing on the agenda is the continuation of the public hearing for the variance on Park Road. And I believe that that has been withdrawn.
Oh, it hasn't been withdrawn. What we received, as I included with information I gave with you, for whatever reason, is they decided to drop the second part of the variance petition, and they provided an additional 4 spaces, so they now have 25 spaces. They require the 24 spaces, so that they now meet the requirements, and the .4B is now moot for the second part of the variance petition.
Okay.
So all we really have, and I modified the actual staff report for the signature. I'll have to complete the staff report to reflect this, the new updated one. The signature page, I just went ahead and have them. It's strictly the only one that's going to be is the first part of the petition. It's just approve the actual, the setback part of the variance petition.
And just as memory serves, we approved the first part and tabled the second part.
Correct,
Okay.
that is correct.
So-
So as they now meet the requirements of the zoning code, for whatever reason they decided to do that, they decided, okay, we'll just do it.
Okay, all right, so I just need to close the public hearing. Is there,
You'll just need to close the public hearing.
you just say that it's closed, right? There's no.
It's-
So we'll close the public hearing from the Robert and Sharon
Yep,
Cabins
and just explain why closing the public hearing.
variance because we approved the first half and the second half of the request is no longer needed.
Correct.
So that meeting's closed.
Yep.
All right.
Don't forget a gavel.
Can I say real fast, the thing I was concerned about that project, and I was hoping for today, and then it's not gonna happen, is because the state is taking out the stoplight in front of the old Walmart. And because of that intersection never being completed, so just to let the APC and us know that the state has sent a letter to the city saying they're taking that stoplight out. They're also taking the stoplight out at 6th and Eastern by the gas company.
Really?
Going down to the Ball Diamonds, that's the way it is, so, I think that's not gonna be good. But we don't have anybody with the incentive within the city to go after it and keep it apparently. I've been working with EDG, trying to get them to work with this company to try to get an intersection there, try to work it out to where we could have something that would benefit the city and benefit the business. But because of who the business was, the people with EDG, there's so many people on the EDG board that are Fayette County Hospital members that it caused a conflict.
Okay,
So, I just wanted to let you guys know that they're gonna take out the stoplight.
Yep.
At, on Park Road.
Yeah.
That's the
And
plan.
as I suggested, is that what may want to be done is the owner of the shopping center right there to let them know, because that's, could make it more difficult for them to redevelop their property.
And for the area plan to,
Yep.
plan for development.
Well, then, I used the GIS, so what that's actually going to do is there's gonna be 2 miles between traffic lights on Park Road. You know how fast traffic moves on Park Road now anyway.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I don't think it's a good decision. It's strictly looking at the numbers, not a big picture. Whereas what actually you should have is, we really need another one up there, up by 27th Street in that south entrance into the park.
Well, I'm working on that. But
Okay.
even this project, these people developing this project,
Yeah.
Across from the old Walmart.
Would have been beneficial.
They don't know about the stoplight coming out.
Yeah.
You know, so even if
So-
between them and the city would work with the state and try to contact them and tell
Yes,
them we
it's-
need to keep that.
Well, someone also, the property owners could know also.
Right.
All right, next item on the agenda is the Pamela, is it Hager?
And Elizabeth Rivera.
And Elizabeth Rivera, the variance from development standards. Go ahead and.
Okay, all right. I'll just, okay, petition requested, the action petition request, variance relief from the front setback of 25 feet from the property line for a new single-family dwelling to allow 20.6 feet rather than 25 along East Street, and 4.5 feet along the north property line along East 18th Street, and a reduction from the rear setback of 25 feet to 20 feet, and relief from the maximum lot coverage of 35% to 38% in the R1 district. And it's as made mention in the staff report, it's a very old parcel. You look at the properties in the actual district itself, they're very small. The house that's proposed by Mrs. Rivera here is 1080 square feet, which is the minimum size house in the R1 zoning district. So they're meeting that minimum requirement, but it's a very old parcel, very small. And it's just slightly more than the actual the lot coverage, slightly more, 3% over. And I think everybody saw the number of lots in there within the immediate area that not only 38% but exceed 40%. I think I had either 2 or 3 of them exceed 50% because they're such small lots.
Okay.
So that's a bit on the background of it. And then when if you're familiar with the intersection in the street there's about 25 feet between the edge of East 18th Street and then also the north property line, and the front yard setback is still going to be farther than most of the houses in the neighborhood back from the main address.
Do you have a staff report on that? I remember when I came, I didn't get one.
Yes, you can look through this. Here we go.
So on the 18th Street side, how far is that gonna keep, or put the house, the actual house
Oh,
back from the edge of the road?
The house will still be about almost 30 feet from the edge of the road.
So there's an easement.
Yeah, that's very wide right there, and it's highly unlikely that the city of Connersville will ever make the investment to widen that street.
I agree.
And it's
But if they did, it would still.
there's still room to widen it and then provide parking, so. And, yeah, and if you want to take a quick look through there on the criteria.
Yeah, that's what I was, with your background, do you have anything else you'd like to say? Or
Yeah, if you could go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, go ahead and
I'm
come.
Elizabeth Rivera.
Sorry, you do
Okay.
have to come up and, yeah.
We need y'all to go ahead and speak so you want to see the comparisons.
Okay, I'm Elizabeth Rivera. We want to build there because my mom lives right next door. My girls go to Maplewood. That's about it. We own the land already.
Okay, and, all right. I don't think, does anybody have any questions or any other?
No concerns or anything?
I don't want to make them build a smaller house. Looks like they need it.
And we have another one somewhere. Oh, he's up there. He's hiding.
Yeah.
I commend you for, going into the neighborhood and trying to fix up something nice, build a new house, and I think that's a good start for the neighborhood. I
Well,
appreciate it.
yeah, because this is also an action that is, it's meeting with some of the goals of the comprehensive plan, and what they're doing is infill development.
Yeah, I agree.
It's actually making an actual, the last structure that's built is across the street is a 2-family dwelling, and that was built in 1966. So in this neighborhood, this is gonna be really the only house built in about 50 years in this neighborhood.
Okay. All right, well, I don't see anybody else in the audience that has anything to say, so I don't think we have any.
Yeah, she sent out letters to all the
Yep.
surrounding people.
All right. Okay. Any more discussion, or?
You kids have anything to say?
So,
Yes. They stand upstairs.
Yeah.
so, bunk beds for you?
Yeah. I want my mom to build a house because I want to live closer to my grandma, and my dad lives really close to there in my school, and a bunch of my friends live close to there, and I really want to live close to them so I can play with them almost like every day.
Makes it easier, doesn't it?
That's impressive.
Yes, it is.
That's great, yeah.
How old are you?
I am almost 10 years old.
You realize you're on TV right now?
Yes, I'm not nervous at all.
Well,
We
you're
get
doing
it.
great.
You're natural in front of the camera.
Yes, because I've been dancing for 9 years.
Oh, dancing for 9 years? Ah, you also taking acting classes? Bet you'd be good at that too.
Yeah, I've been in drama club before at my school.
Oh,
Good.
sounds fun.
You're not gonna sing for us, are you?
No.
All right.
Tap dancing?
I don't know how to tap dance. I only took hip hop, hula, and tumbling.
Okay.
Okay.
Great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much.
I'll make a motion that we approve the variances that they're requesting.
I would second.
Great. Do we need a roll call on that?
Yes, yes, please.
Carrie Steele,
Yes.
Kenny Burgess,
Yes.
Bill Crawford,
Yes.
Ed Harold,
Yes.
and Bill doesn't know.
All right.
Okay.
Approved?
Approved.
Well, when you are ready then, bring in the
Yay.
information as I've given you in the past for the building permit, and we can take care of that for you then.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, you're welcome.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, and the director's report?
That didn't include you guys, did it? The little girl?
Oh, my gosh.
That was cute.
I'll make a motion that we accept the director's report as presented.
I'll second.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. Motion carries.
Yeah. And you still have the minutes? Oh, that's right, we couldn't do the minutes of the APC. Silly me, don't be a git.
All right, motion to adjourn.
It was
So,
a second.
Approved. Yeah, there we go. Adjourn.